Isn't that
What about
crazy?
Skandar Akbar?
Oh, he's a wonderful human.
What a photo! If you're watching on YouTube, and if you're not, come on now, you got to go check this out. See Jim Ross in his referee shirt hanging out with old Skandar. Any good
Yeah, arm
Skandar
in
stories?
arm. What's that?
Any good Skandar stories you can tell us?
Uh, yeah. Well, he was such a sweetheart of a guy. I don't. He was as much of a mentor to me in my early career as anybody.
Wow.
Uh, and we rode together religiously. And he was a good driver. He didn't abuse your vehicle. He kept it clean. He didn't bring shit in there and not throw it away. So when you go through a drive-through, you want to get it's your home, away from home. You're spending more time in your damn car than you are anywhere else, hardly. So, but he was another Leo Voss influence to me, in as much as the pitfalls. What was Watch this guy, watch that. Here's this. You try this next time. He helped me referee. He taught me more about refereeing, the nuances, and that's why I moved up the card. That's why I got the bigger towns. I was active and I was conscientious, and and the first time I made $75 in one night, I was looking to buy like a farm or something. That was a lot of money, man, because I was making $25 to $40 a night, refereeing the other side of the territory. So making $75 is like a shit. What am I going to do with all this money?
Right.
So it was, but Akbar was big on that, and he was really big on saving money and being economical on the road. For example, if you go to a Chinese buffet and it's open from noon to 3, you want to go about 2:30, and you want to eat for 30 minutes. And by eating at 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you alleviate the overwhelming need to eat. You're full. And so what that would do is it eliminate you having to have dinner that night. And by not having dinner that night, you know, then you can save some money.
Right.
All about and Akbar was one of the best at saving and that money going to the bottom line, saving the money. And he booked for a while. He wasn't a great booker because he was like Leroy in a lot of ways. He was very straightforward and very predictable. But I think Cowboy utilized Act best when he made him a manager, or a group leader, so to speak. But he was a great guy. He should be in somebody's Hall of Fame. Skandar Akbar. He got his big break to finally go to New York. He goes to New York to work with Bruno, work his 2 or 3 matches with Bruno around, maybe just one round. I guess it depended on how it drew. But he went up there for several weeks to do TVs and squash matches. Just fed him white meat baby faces one after another. Boom, boom, boom. And he was getting ready to get the break of his lifetime. And Bruno liked Akbar. They both were powerlifting buddies, and that's one of the ways the Cowboy got so close to Bruno, was they trained together and they lifted heavy. And a lot of the guys didn't want to lift heavy with Bruno because he was stronger than them. Their egos couldn't handle it. Cowboy was 500-pound bench pressure, so they both are strong as bulls. So anyway, Akbar is getting all these matches, all this wins. You get some interview time, blah blah blah, and along the way, Stan Hansen broke Bruno's neck, so that took Bruno out of the loop,
Right.
and Akbar never got his run with Bruno. I felt bad for him about that, because it's not one of those dream come true things. You work in the territories, you work in these little shithole venues that got one bathroom for all the talent. God, that's miserable, Conrad. I'm serious. You can get coarse talking about it, but my God, you got one can,
Right.
one stool. It's horrible. It's horrible. Today's talents wouldn't stand for it. They wouldn't. So anyway, Akbar is a sweetheart, he helped me out of a lot of situations, and you know, he's so soft hearted. He got somebody got word to him. It was allegedly a friend uh, to meet him in a bar near where we were staying in Shreveport, I believe it was, and he goes down there, and as he walks into the bar, he gets the regalia of uh, club shots to his head and face with pool cues. It was like a rainstorm. He got the shit beat out of him. Walked right into the damn fire, unaware what was going to happen. So he escapes. He got a lot of heat. He was a good manager as far as he wasn't afraid to get heat, serious heat, Conrad. I'm not talking about somebody giving somebody the finger. I'm talking about somebody wanting to do physical harm to you. And so he never he never wilted. Good stuff. I like I like to remember those old days.